Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 5, episode 21, and also the episode 22 today. So I'm gonna keep, in fact, the 3 last episodes of this season 5 for the next session of binge watching. That's gonna be great. But yes, these 3 episodes, these 3 last episodes on another day. Today, these 2 episodes, that's already gonna be great because I have the impression that the 2 last ones were already big and preparing us for, you know, a big moment of action, a big intense thing for the end of this season. And that's a surprise because My Hero Academia normally is not finishing with something big. You know, like we have something big, but like 2 episodes before the end, it's not finishing with a cliffhanger, you know. Like, it's not built like that, and I had that for the 4 last seasons, so I'm a little surprised by how this season is built so far. We'll see how it's gonna be, but I'm on it. For now, I'm on it. The fact that we had the last episodes about Shigaraki, about all of these flashbacks with him as a kid, the reveal about the ants, you know, the fact that they are coming from the remains of his family that he killed. So really, all time, all minutes, all hours, all days is keeping on him the hands of people that he loved, the hands of people that he loved and that he killed. It's awful, but like I said, it's also really symbolic because it's almost like his past blocking him, his guilt, the fact that he killed these people that he loved, blocking him, really being put like that on his face, like blinding him, like also shocking him, so taking out his hair, you know, the symbolic of that, blocking, blinding, shocking, you know, like you can't breathe anymore. It's his past, what he did to his family, which is that, you know, for him, which is represented with this hand. So it's really, really symbolic and really great. And it's also going with the fact that it's his master and the doctor who put that on him, and also it's also symbolic with the fact that they have that power on him, they are blocking him, they took him, they are shocking him, they are having that power on him, that influence on him. So it's really, really cool, really great to discover all of that. We discovered also that he has no memories about what happened, about his past, so I'm really wondering about what happened truly, how did he kill his family and all. And I'm also like, I want for Shigaraki to discover it, because for sure if he doesn't remember what he did to them, you know, by killing them, that's cool in a way, but it means that he also forgot the fact that he loved them and he had good moments with them, and maybe that it could be great for him to remember it, you know, to nourish, feed his human side. Does he still have a human side? That's gonna be the real question, because we saw that the doctor is making experiences on him. And all of these experiences, they are like the nomus experiences in fact, and that can be really bad. I don't know if he's gonna be truly himself at the end, or is it gonna be like Aizawa's friend is not gonna be there anymore. But at the same time, that, you know, about Aizawa's friend, I talked about it, it's still disturbing me, the fact that they managed to use the body of that guy, and inside of this body, of that person who was dead, they found the quirk, and they found also the soul of that person. Like, something is still bothering me with that. We're still right now with Shigaraki, who is trying also to catch Makia, but it's to prove to the doctor that he's worth it. And we have all of the situation with the boss of the Metal Liberation Army who contacted him, or maybe more, who summoned him. We're gonna see what is gonna happen right there, and I think that we're gonna finally discover what happened for our guys, you know, in fact, months ago, you know, that explosion that was never truly explained. I think that we're gonna understand right now what happened truly with Shigaraki, with the leader of the Metal Liberation Army. I mean by that Shigaraki said that he would go right there where the boss summoned him, but because of that Makia would follow him and he would use Makia against the Metal Liberation Army. I'm not sure that it's gonna function, that plan, and also I'm wondering about how did it end for the League of Villains working with for the Metal Liberation Army. And you know that since the beginning of the season I have that question also on mine. Are they working for them or with them? Because I had the impression that yes, they were working together, but they were talking about Shigaraki like he was a weapon, you know, not someone that they respect or anything like that. So I'm still wondering about it, and I think that we're gonna see that right now. What happened truly, what Shigaraki did with Makia, with the leader of the Metal Liberation Army, what happened with that city, and really how this alliance happened and did something like that. Okay, let's go for this episode, let's go to discover all of that. I don't think that we're gonna be with our guys, you know, our students during this episode. I think that we're gonna stay with these villains, and it's so cool to be with them, to discover what happened for them, and maybe because of that we're gonna discover more about the plan that the Metal Liberation Army is preparing, all of that. Like, it could be great. Maybe not during this episode, maybe during the next one that I'm gonna watch today. Oh, I don't know, but see, I'm impatient because I have the impression that these last episodes of the season are gonna be full of reveals, full of big informations, full of moments of action. It's really cool. I'm impatient. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can have 4 episodes of advance for My Hero Academia, meaning 2 weeks of advance, and I post these reaction videos with a longer reaction part, a big one, and sometimes even the full reaction part, in fact, for big episodes. So if you want to support me, to help me, you can join me on my Patreon. It can be truly useful and truly appreciated. You have the link in the description. Let's go for this episode. Why are we coming back so far with the story? Ah, yes. Okay, Destro, I remember. That's why the Metal Liberation Army is existing since a long time. He wrote that book. What? Okay, really? That side? Okay. You're not the real boss. We saw him. Anabata? Leader of a party? All of these names, all of you guys, Huh? Toga, careful. What? I'm gonna be on that side now? I'm gonna be on the side of the League of Villains? There are dormant enemies just waiting for you to come and wake them up. Zero interest in the League of Villains. Replaying with Toga like that, like. At that I want to know it. I want to know more about her background, Toga. Okay. Oh, she's eyes. Ooh, the musical theme right there. Who are willing to become bomb themselves? Really, Destro told you that? Not if you're treating her like that. She's not gonna... That, and I think that you're more insane than her. If you think that she's gonna talk to you with you being like that. Two crazy women facing each other. Maybe she's playing you, you know, Toga. Flashback? Flashback, c'est pour Toga. Ma famille? Non. Your family rejected you. Wow! The other members of the League of Villains right there to help her. She was not well guided, you know, and she didn't have the support that she would have needed to understand herself, her quirk, and how to live with it. She's gonna kill Toga? No!
あなたは解放軍の正しさを立証し得る人柱となれるのです。あなたの人生は現代の聖典として語られるでしょう。私の推測間違っていたらご指摘を。あなたの口からお聞かせください。
It's not an interview. You wrote the story by yourself. You didn't ask her anything. You're treating her like shit. I'm a former journalist, so really what she's doing, no. Shut up! It was a Chaco, you know her quirk. You never got that close to someone. Good job. Normal way. Oh! She killed all of them like that? Oh, Toga! I'm really like cheering for Toga now.
気に入らないのは壊すんだもんね。戸村君。眠いとあれだな。動いてないもんが動いて見えたり、不必要な情報が押し寄せてくる感覚。体がバグってるのがよくわかる。
Why?
なんだ。またフラッシュバックだ。記憶にないのに感情だけは覚えてる。この時胸のすく思いがしたんだ。
So you have little memories about your past.
大丈夫だよ。私は
Your mother, your sister?
天子のこと応援してるから。
Sister,
まるで壊れたレコーダーだ。
I want you to remember that you are loved at some point. Because I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have any memory about
間
it.
違いか。触れてない人間にまでお前が伝播してなかったか。shigaraki。リーダーがやってんなら俺もいいよな。もとより殺さず温存なんざ。
Maybe you want to go for it?
みんなバカしそうだ。だけどそういうshigarakiとスピナーは一緒だった。当然先走って行方不明。
She's hiding.
さっきまでいたのに。
I think that he won't after her. You found her!
嘘だよ。本当だ。人なんでこんな熱いんだ。黙ってろよ。黙ってられねえだろうが。
You have your mask, you shouldn't be like that right now.
ダメだ、生きてくれ。みんな俺の居場所なんだ。ぶっ殺してやる。
You can do it now. Now, just behind you.
地下のクソ燃やす開放コードスケプティック冷蔵庫や机など人と同程度の大きさのものを操り人形に変えられる。お前の胃の奪い側わかるか。使い方だ。お前は解放軍に引き入れる。
These puppets who look like him. The real him. I mean, you know what I mean. This entire end of the season is gonna be about the League of Villains versus the Meta Liberation Army. That's it. Like, at this rhythm, I thought that this entire episode could be enough to have the League of Villains coming into this town, meeting the Meta Liberation Army, maybe a little fight, Makia coming, resolving the situation, how I don't know, with this explosion, destroying this city, all of that. When in fact, not at all. Like, it's gonna take 2 or 3 more episodes at this rhythm to have all of the reveals, all of the explanations, all of the things, all of the action moments, I mean, and the resolution. And even more if we are spending time like that discovering the backgrounds of all of these villains. I mean by that the ones that we already know into the League of Villains, but also the ones that we are discovering with the Meta Liberation Army. It's gonna take more time and it's gonna take all of the end of this season. I'm not mad, I'm all for it, because really it has been a long time that I'm waiting to know really the story behind all of the members of the League of Villains. So right there, to know what happened for Toga, to have all of these memories about her, I'm shocked clearly to have them now, and I'm shocked by them also. The fact that the girl had that need of blood, something like that, and it became in fact a fascination, and really she was not well helped, guided by her family, who really just said, oh, that's it, you're a sociopath, you're someone crazy, like you should be normal, act normal, it's not normal to do that. Like maybe she could have been helped and supported, being like, okay, that's your quirk, okay, you have that need, we're gonna find a solution, maybe with animals who are supposed to be killed just after that for their meat, and we're gonna use the blood their blood just before that. Like, they could have found really solutions and a way to help and a way to not make her feel like she's someone bad. And in fact, they did the total opposite. She was that young and they made her feel like she was someone bad, a villain, and that if she would continue to use her quirk, she would become a villain without a question. But it's her quirk which is like that. For sure she's gonna be like that because of her quirk. Like, you're not helping her at all by doing that, by condemning her because of her quirk. And that's something that I already talked about a lot with this universe and all, the fact that I don't appreciate some rules into this universe, and I have the impression that they are really categorizing people, kids, as soon as their quirks are appearing. And I already had that impression, it was for Shinso, I think. And right there, we have really the example of what I said for Shinso, the fact that with his quirk, people were afraid of him and were surprised that he was using that well and all. And really, right there with Toga, people were on the defensive mode, you know, because of her quirk, and in fact pushed her to become a villain because they were never there to help her, to guide her, to support her, to push her to be someone good. Do you understand what I mean? So clearly, after that, yes, she just went on and on with that, with this desire of blood, this obsession, but she continued to have that thing on mind about being normal, having a normal life. And that way also she's falling in love so easily with people and all, because she was never truly loved, appreciated. She wants to be loved, and it's going with her quirk. She wants that much to be someone else, to be someone normal. I understand more her quirk, and I understand more her attitude, and I understand more how she is right now because of what we discovered right there about her background. It's not gonna make me, you know, forget and forgive everything that she did before, you know, and to our guys, for sure, but now I can understand her more clearly. And I have some pity for her, really, because I have the impression that this system pushed her parents also to be someone bad, to be considered as someone bad, and because of that she became someone bad. Do you understand what I mean? We had a little more about Shigaraki, these memories with his mother, with his sister. For me, he was someone I really loved. He was coming from a family who loved him a lot, and because of his quirk, suddenly everything changed. He killed them, but I really think that he did that without wanting it. And now I'm not even sure that he truly did it himself. We'll see. But yes, maybe it was not willingly and he lost his memories, or maybe this traumatic experience made him lose a little these memories, access to these memories. And after that, we saw it, he was taken by the master, and that guilt about killing his family and the master's influence really pushed him to become who he is right now. Twice is coming to help Toga, and we know that they are close, these two. We saw moments with the two of them before. He wants to protect her, to help her. These puppets are coming after him, puppets who are looking like him, like who he was before. That's gonna be awesome also to have all of that, you know, all of that fight. That's gonna be really an hard one for him. We already know the story behind Twice, and I really appreciate it to discover it, because really just the fact that he can't be sure of the fact that he's truly the original one, that he didn't kill in fact himself, the true original self. Just that idea, it's an amazing idea, you know. I mean, for the writers, the fact that they thought of it, for me it's amazing. So I'm really impatient to discover now what is gonna happen for Twice with this fight. All of Toga's fight with this blue girl interviewer, I hated it because clearly that fake journalist is so annoying. She's only talking and treating people badly, like she's exploding people, like they're willingly becoming bombs, okay? But no matter what, she's just talking again and again, and she's so annoying, and she's clearly a bad interviewer. As a former journalist, I can tell you that she's a bad interviewer and journalist, because she's only talking, really. She's just talking, she's never really asking questions, and she's treating the person that she wants to talk with so badly that she's never gonna have her answers. And in fact, she's creating the story that she wants around Toga without being sure that it's the right one. Like, that's not the job of a journalist, of an interviewer. She's so bad. We discovered also more about the Metal Liberation Army. I almost forgot about it. Like, really, this episode was full of reveals of information. We discovered that Destro built that Metal Liberation Army a long time ago, that he was arrested, that he wrote that book, that the boss of the Metal Liberation Army right now, it's Destro. We learned so many things. It's explaining the fact that during the previous episode we had the doctor, I think, talking about the Metal Liberation Army like it's a thing that everyone knows since a long time, something that everyone already heard about. So now it makes sense. That city, they conquered that city. Dormant soldiers were into that city. Almost all of this city is with these dormant soldiers. I really didn't think so, that it would be a thing. I still think that they have other soldiers all around the country, but for this city I really didn't think that it was like that. It's so weird because right there during this episode we have a group of villains fighting another group of villains, and clearly I should be like, I don't care about what is gonna happen to any of them and all, but I felt it that I was on Toga's side, you know, during this fight. And I feel it that, you know, for example, for Dabi, I want the guys from the League of Villains to survive and to win. It's a little weird, you know, to cheer and support them right there with this episode. But at the same time, it's a little logical with the fact that they are the ones that we know, and this new group, they seem really arrogant, like they know everything, they can do everything, so it's logical for me to take the side of the League of Villains, but it's a little weird at the same time. No matter what, we know that they survived, because we saw them after that working for the Metal Liberation Army, so we know that they survived and that in a way they made an alliance with the Metal Liberation Army, so I shouldn't be that worried, in fact. We'll see how it's gonna be, and maybe I'm gonna see all of that during the next episode, but now I have some doubts, you know, about it. No matter what, I'm gonna watch one more episode right now. I think that on my Patreon I'm gonna put the full reaction part for this episode. If you can be interested by that, if you're watching this on YouTube, just know that on my Patreon you can have the full reaction part, and you can have already my reactions and my thoughts to, yes, all of the end of this season 5 in fact. So if you want and if you can subscribe to my Patreon to have all of these advantages. Full reaction part, episodes, videos, and that much of advance. Okay, it's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.